Welcome to the fourth episode of the Bird is the Word Network. I'm your political analyst, Jason R. Keaton. Today we need to talk about the giant sucking sound. No, it's not a vacuum. It's the sound of outdated trade rhetoric. For decades, the public narrative has framed Mexico as a drain on the American economy, a competitor taking our jobs, or a passive bystander in North American affairs. But if you ate a salad today, you probably shook hands with Mexico. The reality is that 51% of all fresh fruit and a staggering 69% of all fresh vegetables consumed in the United States come from our southern neighbor. Without this partnership, your grocery bill wouldn't just rise, it would explode. We often get caught up in the high-stakes tariff wars with China, but we're overlooking the fact that Mexico is now the United States' largest trading partner. In the first 10 months of 2025 alone, we saw over $448 billion in goods flowing north, representing 15% of our total imports. But this isn't a one-way street. U.S. exports to Mexico reached $283 billion in that same period. This isn't just buying and selling, it's a deeply interconnected production system. Under the USMCA, we aren't just neighbors, we are a unified economic bloc. In fact, Mexico has even started slapping its own 50% tariffs on Chinese imports to stay in alignment with North American trade rules. They aren't the back door for our competitors, they are the front line of our supply chain. The most misunderstood part of this relationship, however, is the connection between trade and migration. The common cry is that trade costs jobs, and those lost jobs cause instability. But the economic data tells a different story. Robust trade creates investment. Investment creates local jobs. When the Mexican economy grows, the pressure for economic migration drops. If you want to address the concerns at the border, you don't do it by restricting trade. You do it by strengthening it. Mexico is not a burden. It is a cornerstone. It's time we stop treating our primary trading partner like a competitor and start recognizing them as the vital organ of North American prosperity that they actually are. When Mexico thrives, the United States is more stable, more competitive, and more resilient. The piñata is empty, folks. It's time to start looking at the partners holding the stick.